previewing all of Pokemon Legends ZA's gameplay and everything that we could expect, well, here's what we could expect for Pokemon Legends ZA. Now, Alpha Pokemons are actually back in Pokemon Legends ZA, which is really great. So now you can catch bigger sized Pokemon, which is a really interesting thing because now that you're stuck in a city, big Pokemon, aren't they just going to destroy every single building upon you? Well, we'll have to see about that. But every time you win a battle, you will get medals and points. Now, medals are essentially what you get so you can rank up and sort of stuff. And then points, well, you know, your Pokemon XP levels and all of that stuff. You'll get gold, so of course, you can go out and buy yourself some clothes, change up your clothes, your outfit, and make the game more interesting. But overall, that right there is cool. Now, it seems like gym battles are back, but I'm pretty sure it's not gym battles. It's more like a big battle that you're fighting a guy in a cafeteria or a chef inside of a restaurant or whatever it is. France is kind of weird like that. But overall, it's something like that. Either gym battles are back or it's just some sort of little mini battle. Now, since the game is primarily based on battling, I would say gym battles or something like that is probably going to return because when you think of Pokemon battling, you think of gym leaders. Those are something that really keydifies the Pokemon world around you. Now, I have no idea when the world Keyify is, but it's like when you take two things together and mix them together. Oh well, it's really interesting. Now, rogue mega battles are actually difficult. Now, if you don't have the right level Pokemon, or if you don't have a super effective Pokemon, you could actually have a challenge with the Mega Rogue Pokemon. Now, this is really interesting to me because, hey, you gotta go and train up your Pokemon. You gotta go out and battle this Pokemon, like a Mega Pokemon or an Alpha Pokemon or whatever the case may be, so you can level up your Pokemon and use every single move against that Mega Rogue Pokemon, which makes a lot of sense because you want to feel that sense of difficulty. Also, Mega Energy makes your move stronger. Now, this is probably something you'd be like, duh, Mega Energy, Mega Pokemon, Mega everything should make your Pokemon stronger. But when you collect it, you just collect the little spears on the ground, you actually get bonus damage when you collect it. You don't even have to Mega Evolve from the looks of it. So you get extra energy from doing the Mega Raid battles or the Mega Rogue Pokemon, and you can just pick them up and get extra attack power even before you Mega Evolve. Which is really cool, by the way, because you can just walk around and collect every single thing and you don't have to Mega Evolve. Let's just say you're not using a Mega Evolvable Pokemon. You can just use your standard Pikachu to Mega Evolve. No, not Raichu, Pikachu. Yeah, exactly. You can use that to get extra move damage and all of that stuff. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention here is also either when you're fighting Mega Rogue Pokemon or when you're fighting just standard trainers, the move that you use actually makes a difference. So let's just say you use Quick Attack. The cooldown for that move is actually going to be much faster than if you were to, say, use a move like Whirlpool. Now, those are going to be two completely separate moves. And speaking on Whirlpool, the different moves actually do something in the environment. Now, we already saw the Mega Dragonite use Draco Meteor, and that did a big blast across pretty much a giant area of the map. But if you use different moves, some things like Whirlpool, you will leave a Whirlpool behind and it'll suck the Pokemon inside of it, and it doesn't just disappear like you would think from a normal Pokemon game. It actually stays there for quite a while, and when you're walking by your Pokemon there, they can get sucked into it and you have to retract them from the Whirlpool, and this could do massive damage to either yourself or the Pokemon that you're using. So that right there is actually really cool. It's very interesting that different moves do different things. Like probably if you're using Fire Blast or something, it's gonna blast fire and fire is gonna spread everywhere, which is cool because it's like, all right, so I better not be near trees or something that can burn because, hey, Fire Blast, boom. Overall, it's very exciting to see all of these different moves. Now, also another thing that we have to talk about, like we really have to talk about it this time because it's so exciting. Now, when you knock out a Pokemon, either inside of the open linear style of world, yep, you knock out a Pokemon, you actually get a chance to catch it. Now, instead of just like a standard Pokemon game, you're using Fire Blast on a Pikachu and he just goes and disappears because you knocked him out. This time around, he kind of gets droopy, kind of drowsy. Think about Pokemon Go when you're attacking, and then eventually some Pokemon can just go all over the place, like a Mega Raid battle or whatever that you can catch. Overall, it's going to do pretty much the exact same thing. You can knock out the Pokemon either in the main battle or just like try to throw the ball. If that doesn't work, knock them out. Then you get extra chance to catch them, which is like the greatest thing, because I've knocked out so many Pokemon on accident, even shiny Pokemon by complete accident because I wasn't using full swipe, or I accidentally hit the crit. I was like, nah, that's not going to knock it out. Hit the crit and it knocks out. There goes my shiny Pokemon. But this time around, you can go out, attack, break the Pokemon down, tell him, you know what, stay right there. And then you can throw a Pokemon ball right at his head. Now, it's not a guaranteed catch, but it's a higher up chance to catch it, depending on probably your Pokemon's level, and depending on how far you progressed in the game. This will kind of separate. Route 1, probably going to be 100% chance. Farther you go in the game, it's going to be harder to catch Pokemon, but luckily you have a whole bunch of different balls. May that be the Apricorn balls, the Quick balls, and also a whole bunch of different balls. Dream balls, I believe. Pretty much any Pokemon ball is probably going to be inside of this game. Like even Master Balls at some point. I'm not quite sure what you're going to do with a Master Ball. Now, we haven't seen completely the entire game yet. But hey, Master Ball, you can get yourself a shiny Xerneas. And guess what? I think that the next Mega Pokemon that's going to be revealed is going to be Mega Xerneas and Mega Yveltal. Now, think of it, it's X and Y, so like they gotta bring all this. We got all of the Gen 6 starters, so now it's the Gen 6 legendaries, because we're probably gonna get a Mega Zygarde. Now, also another thing that's really interesting, it looks like not only will you be able to explore just the city, but also the sewage of the city, which is really, really interesting. So then, instead of taking just the ground, you can take the depths, like you're playing Tears of the Kingdom in a way. So overall, that is also really cool. There's probably going to be different Pokemon that live down there compared to the top of the city. Anyways, no, there's been a lot of things, you know, a bit negative things about the game. Now, I don't like to be completely negative, but you can make up your own decision on this subject. I kind of just wanted to bring it up because there's a whole bunch of different people across the internet so like, okay, this. Now, let's just start off with the game is not that appetizing. Now, what I mean by this is the game doesn't actually look that good. Because you're stuck in the city, you really notice the details of the game that just doesn't really look that game. It looks like you're kind of depressed inside of a corner, inside of a lousy little space because you can't fully explore to the heart's content. It just doesn't look that great. The colors aren't super poppy, and it's just like they tried to make details, but it's not there. Now, of course, I haven't played the game, so keep that in mind. Being stuck in a city is another complaint. Now, being stuck in a city, I would have thought that Legends would have been, okay, we would have had some open world and more battling. Now, if you think of it, Pokemon Legends is just a testing ground. So, you would think, because the main complaint in Pokemon Legends Arceus was that there wasn't enough battling. So they took a complete 180 and they made it so much battling but no exploration. So now you're stuck thinking to yourself, okay, so the next Legends game, maybe we're going to be something like a mix of both, like gym battles, a whole bunch of things that you can explore to your heart's content. That's probably going to be Generation 10, but for right now, being stuck in a city, the game doesn't look that great. Just being stuck there is just like, where in the world am I supposed to go? Okay, so there's a wild area here thingy. I mean, not wild, kind of stuck in a corner area here. Another stuck in a corner area here. Overall, you see, it's going to be a little bit boring. Okay, so Pokemon games aren't really known for good dialogue, but this is something that a lot of players of this game have pointed out, that the dialogue kind of sucks. Now, I know, Pokemon games, you don't necessarily think I'm going to read the dialogue instead of mashing one button. But just in case you do read the dialogue, it's kind of boring. It's like, ooh, you got a Pokemon? Let's battle. Ooh, you defeated me. Okay, here's your cash, here's your money or your medals or whatever it is. Oh, yay, look at that. You got a water type starter. Oh, let's go. You see, this is completely things that probably should have been fixed. And honestly, I sort of use Pokemon as a book because I don't like staring at the pages reading the book, so I'll use Pokemon as a reading supply. I usually put the game in French and then read it, but if I'm playing the game in English, I'll just mash the one button. overall, it's something interesting. But for the final thing that we have to say, we gotta bring the thing back up, your expectation for this game. The gameplay is good. Battling is really fun. Also, you gotta take into consideration that catching Pokemon is just fun. Like, one of the biggest parts of Legends Arceus was catching Pokemon. You can walk around, boom, Pokeball on you! And you know, you can catch your Pokemon, but this game really implements that. All of the things from Legends that really made it, or Legends Arceus that really made it great, are pretty much returned. Besides exploration, shiny Pokemon should be looking like they're returned. Now, right now, we haven't seen anyone catch a shiny Pokemon, so I hope we see shiny Pokemon, because that really keeps you engaged with the game. You're like, I'm gonna go and catch a shiny Pokemon. You're sitting there for 3 hours trying to catch yourself a shiny Pokemon. But overall, it's Lumio City, the place of PTSD. The place that you went around circle after circle after circle trying to figure out where in the world am I going in Pokemon X and Y. But that's all going to return once again, because all of the different wild areas, all the different places that you can go, all of the different entry points into different buildings and battling a whole bunch of different trainers will be returning. So Pokemon Legends ZA, what do you think about this game? Do you think it's exciting, or do you think it's not so exciting? You're kind of bored. You're going to fall asleep because of this game. It's completely your opinion. Let me know in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope you're very excited for Pokemon Legends ZA. Honestly, I'm not excited for being stuck in the city, but I'm excited to test out the gameplay, hopefully catch shiny Pokemon, and explore to see what this game has to have been, you know? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day, and see you in the next one.